Yorktown, yes. In the aftermath of the Battle of Yorktown, there was a movement towards peace negotiations, right? And what was the big instructions that the Congress gave the American peace delegation? They said, listen, Jay, Franklin, and Adams, don't make any peace unless you do what? Yeah, go ahead, Rooms.
Run it by the French first?
Check with the French. Do they do that? No. They make a separate peace in kind of, it's only another second, so stay with me. They make a separate peace despite, the French, which the French eventually approved. Now, after the peace is negotiated, the challenge then is to create this nation. And we talked a little bit about, governments on the state. I should mention this. Before we talk about the challenges that the nation faced, we did talk about the results of the revolution, right? The results of the revolution. And, one of the things that we said was, the notions of equality were important. All men are created equal, right? And the revolution unleashes a movement towards equality that we said spills into the issue of slavery. And we went through a whole big discussion about the effects the revolution had on slavery. I mean, if you read your book, there's a lot of discussion about this. A lot of discussion about the effects of the revolution. In fact, the book kind of argues that the revolution wasn't very radical. I don't know if you saw that. I mean, that would be in contrast to what others argue. But they do talk about an egalitarian movement. Now, tomorrow, if I don't define what or Monday, if I don't define what egalitarian is, at least 10 people will ask me. Right? Egalitarian is kind of the act of becoming equal. So, if I say that's very egalitarian, that means that it is something that perpetuates equality. Right? And so, we would say that the revolution was egalitarian. It perpetuated equality. And that that perpetuation of equality is something that threatens slavery. And we talked about that a little bit. I mean, we talked about the assault upon slavery that was part of that. And we also talked about the colonists' attempt the Americans' attempt to establish a central government. And we talked about the Articles of Confederation, and you should be familiar with what the Articles of Confederation were. The single house, the single chamber legislature, what limitations there were we talked about yesterday. The problems, they couldn't tax, they couldn't raise an army, they couldn't regulate commerce. That's certainly part of it. The fact that they had to have 13 states approve any kind of changes, that was a part. Oh, there was some accomplishments, though, under the Articles of Confederation. What did we say was that big piece of legislation that was passed, Abigail, under the Articles of Confederation, don't be afraid of it, that represented a significant accomplishment? We talked about it yesterday. Darn these kids. Darn these kids. Yesterday, the Northwest Ordinance. Guess what that dealt with? The Northwest Territory. And that territory would be the territory west of the Appalachians. Right? And remember, one of the big achievements of Congress under the Articles is they kind of successfully dealt with organizing and settling that territory. Oh, what was the big thing we said about that Northwest Ordinance we said was significant? Yes.
Slavery was prohibited.
Slavery was prohibited. What was Shays' Rebellion? Shays' Rebellion. What was it over? Go ahead, Tim.
People weren't getting their pensions from serving for the revolution.
So, the government couldn't pay its bills. The state of Massachusetts was taxing the western farmers. They were foreclosing upon these farmers. They couldn't pay their debts. To some extent, Shays' Rebellion was a rebellion between creditors and debtors. Right? People that loaned money against people that owed money. And it's significant because it kind of scares people. Remember, we put Shays' Rebellion between the Annapolis Convention and the Constitutional Convention. We did that, right? We said, look, there's this first convention that not too many people attend, and then there's a second convention that more people attend with more enthusiasm. One of the reasons is that Shays' Rebellion kind of represents a threat to order stability in society. All right. Well, we talked about the Great Compromise today, so that's probably fresh in your mind. And we talked about the 3/5 compromise today, which is fresh in your mind. And that should do it for that. We'll review that a little bit tomorrow. So we went a little over, and I apologize for that. So that is it for today. Thank you, Warren.